the man of the moment, Max Bless Holloway, the Blessed Express, just smashing through Singapore. You got us there, Max? You can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Congratulations. What a performance. Thank you. That was unbelievable.
It takes two, man. It takes two. Zombie came right at me in that third man like a wild man. I thought he was going to do it for like 10 seconds, and he kept coming. I was like, oh, brother.
Well, this is the thing. What is it like to fight a real-life zombie?
Brother, I was tripping out. You know, the first round, the second round that I got the drop, I was trying to just get a walk-off KO. I never, ever got that. Like, everything was ground and pound TKOs. I was like, I'm getting a walk-off KO right now. And then I was trying to, like, convince Mark that he was, like, out. And he's still coming out. I was like, bro, come on. I forgot I was fighting the zombie, you know? And when I was choking him out, I was like, I swear he wasn't breathing. I was like, bro, check him. And he still was alive. I was like, oh, my gosh. I was like, did I just burn out my back for this choke? But, you know, third round he came out aggressive. And, like I said, lucky I landed my right hand before he did his. You know, we simultaneously landed it. So mine's landed a little bit quicker. So I guess it's more than a nickname. I really was blessed tonight.
Yeah, Max, and you know, you landed those shots. You had hurt him bad. Like you said, you almost had that walk-off KO in the second. You felt like he wasn't even breathing with that the anaconda choke that you had wrapped up. But I want to talk about the walkout, Max, and I know that you're going through a lot of emotions and you're fighting for more than just what you were doing out there in the octagon tonight. How did that feel? How emotionally charged were you? And was it difficult for you, Max, to kind of even focus on what you have to do here tonight when you know what's going on back home?
Yeah, 100%, Paul. You know, at the end of the day, even his walkout song was so good. I was listening, and he had, like, the longest walkout ever. I was like, oh, my gosh, you know? Like, oh, this is such a good song. And then my song came out. I dedicated, I don't know if I told you guys, but I dedicated my song, the first part of it. It's called Warrior by Love by Fiji. And one of my boys, my DJ JK boy, he kind of, like, remixed it and loved it. And we loved it when we heard it. You know, it's for them people. And hopefully for 15 minutes of their day today, they was happy. They got to cheer a little bit and, you know, keep fighting. You know, the work's not done. And I'm just proud that that's the way I can give them. I can give them hope. I can give them excitement because they give me hope. They're real warriors. They're living truth. Enduring is the word. Enduring through this tragedy that happened to them at Lahaina and Maui. And the least I can do is, you know, do something like that and get them cheerful in a very tough time.
Well, we know that you do represent your nation proudly and your people proudly, and I'm sure you have inspired them and you have given them hope.
Thank you, brother.
For everybody watching right now, they're all immensely proud of you, Max.
Thank you, brother.
To go back to the fight, and of course our thoughts are with everyone out there, but to go back to the fight for a second, Max, you know where I'm going. You are, right, you're not the champ. Outside of the champ, you're the best, right? The best is blessed,
yes, sir.
Right? But he got you on that last one, right? And it's technically 3-0.
Yeah. But what
are the conversations you have with yourself about this?
A great in the sport once say, 3 minus 1 is 2 times. 2-time champ. So, you know, at the end of the day, we see what happens. You know, all I can do is I'm not gonna go out here, beg for a fight, call for a fight. That's the media's job. That's my fans' job. I'm just gonna keep doing. If it's more contenders, it's more contenders. You know, and we keep working. You know, I'm a warrior in every way. I got strong people, a strong team behind me, and we keep knocking on that door until we can't get rid of. If we got to kick down the damn door, we're kicking down the damn door. That's my mindset. You know, I want to be the best, and the best guy is the one holding the belt. You know, right now, this #1 spot next to my name is nothing. This ranks is nothing. If you don't got the gold belt, it's nothing. You know.
Yeah. Is that why? And I was posing the question to the gents before you made it up there, and I asked, why did Max, when he's right there, you know, undeniable, you told me earlier this week, could he have stepped back and just let this fight play out and pick him off and add to all of the records? Michael vehemently shut me down and said no. He had to go out there 100%.
And get 100%. I was right here when I heard Michael saying that. I agree with him 100. If I go out there, do a 5-round decision with somebody against Zombie, I knew he was going to be a better Zombie than what he is with his last fight. But if I just go to a decision with this guy, he's going to be like, oh, look, the champ did this to this. I had to go out there and beat the champ's performance in it. That was my mind. Like, I'm like, you got a performance, you finish this guy in the first, perfect. I'm going to go try to finish this guy in the second. You know, okay, well, then the third, you know, like, it just, and my mind was just trying to beat him. You know what I mean? Beat him and prove a point. Like, bro, I'm stood here. I'm still right here, clawing my way, crawling back up that mountain, and I'm hungry, you know. I'm hungry and I'm keep working.
And Max, just speaking of the division, and obviously we have the champion, but is there anybody? How closely do you watch all these featherweight fights? Is there anybody out there that you look at and you go, okay, I could see myself with this guy or that guy, or do you not even worry about it and just see what comes across the table?
Yeah, I told you guys I don't watch fights before. Now I'm on YouTube a little bit. I've been doing breakdowns. And people have been calling me out. I called someone a freaking a grappler when he was a K1 guy, not K1 Glory kickboxing.
They'll come for you,
brother. They came on my head, so I was like, I need to start watching these. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. Somebody even got mad because somebody's in my weight class and I didn't know who the guy was. Like, you better give some respect. I was like, brother, I'm sorry, I'm brand new to this. Like I just want to focus on me. You know.
There's a lot of fighters on the roster. It's hard to keep up. Talking of which, because, you're an analyst now, you're watching them, you're doing breakdowns on YouTube, and I hate to take the attention off you for a second, but Volkanovski more than likely is probably fighting Topuria.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
We see what happens, man. We see what happens. I mean, Volk just, did what he did against the guy, beat the guy who Topuria, that beat the guy that Topuria just beat. You know what I mean? In a much more crazier fashion. So, at the end of the day, style make fights. Volk is the champ for a reason, I believe. Their whole crew, it's their team, man. They're juggernauts, bro. They're juggernauts over there. They come strapped with game plans and they stick to it. You know what I mean? They stick to it. It's a hard puzzle to crack with those guys. So we see what happens. The crazy thing is, like, it's hard because we saw Volk for a long time, but you don't see him in trouble very often. Even going up a weight class, he wasn't in trouble. It's crazy when he fights, but then when you look at Topuria, you watch his fights, you can do like, oh look, he got caught with this, or he got hit with this, and blah blah blah. And Eugene is a mastermind in that plan, bro. I know it, bro. They cracked the codes, the Da Vinci Code. The man will probably crack. So it's nothing but respect to them, but it's hard.